Hi there, this is Jacob Nash, Algebra Lessons, and this is Unit 0, Lesson 4. This is on simplifying expressions. Last time we did solving expressions. When we solve an expression, we get an answer like 21 in the last video. But in this case, we might get like x plus 5 as an example of an answer. So there might be a letter variable in there. So, in case you forgot, which I doubt that you did, but what's a variable again? So a variable is a letter, like A, B, C, all the way to X, Y, Z, that can be represented. It's basically just, there's a value that letter represents. But you only have to find what the letter equals if you're doing an equation. But when you're doing an expression with variables, you will not find a numerical answer. So let's look at an example. Hopefully this rings a bell for some people. So let's do 2x plus 4 minus 3 times, in parentheses, 4x minus 8. Okay. First, we need to do parentheses, but even before we can do that, we got to distribute. We talked about this in the last video. You just have to multiply by each thing in the parentheses. We have negative 3 times 4, which is negative 12x. And then we have negative 3 times negative 8, which is 24. That's positive. So then we still have 2x plus 4. What else can we do? Well, we have to combine like terms. So the things that can be combined are numbers with no letters with them. So for example, 4 and positive 24. And we can also combine ones with letters that have the same exponent. So if there's no exponent, it just means 1. So we can combine 2x and negative 12x. But if this had a square on here, on 2, then we couldn't combine them, okay? So, once again, I've said this before, this is not for Algebra 1, so you probably need more detail if you're in Algebra 1. This is meant for Algebra 2 refresh. So, let's first combine these. So, 2x, we need to do 2x minus 12x. That means negative 10x. Now we can combine these. 4 plus 24 is 28. There's nothing else we can do since this is an expression, so this is our simplified answer. We simplified this expression, and it's the same thing as this. Here's how we can see. Let's say that x turned out to be 3. Let's plug in x here and see what happens. So that's negative 10 times 3 plus 28 is negative 2. So here we get negative 2. To see if we simplified it right, we should also get negative 2 when we plug x into here and here. So let 2 times 3 plus 4 minus 3 times 4 times 3 minus 8. Trying to see if I did that. Yep. And we get negative 2. So that means we simplified it right. That's a way to check your work. 3 was just a made-up value. You can make up any value you want. You could say 739. You could say negative 0.412 or something. Just something random. But it should equal the same thing if you plug it in for both. Alright. Well, that would be it for this video, and see me on the next video about how to solve equations.